All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And today we're speaking about squad building. So we'll be covering 3 players today, and we're looking at potential for future prospect left back in the left back position to cover for Kemar Lawrence, also Amari Bell. These are Rico Henry, Omar Richards, and also Tyrick Mitchell. Rico Henry from Brentford Football Club. We have Tyrick Mitchell from Crystal Palace, and also we have Omar Richards from Reading Football Club. So thank you very much, people. Please smash that like button and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about these players. Do you think these players can actually be something for the future? Do you think they can actually overthrow even Kemar Lawrence at this moment? But definitely I do think that for future perspective, these are the players that we should be looking at and also trying to get. We know a few of them are already thinking about playing for the England first team, or even the England Euros under 21 team as well. But definitely we see potentially that these guys can represent Jamaica because they do have the Jamaican background, and we will see how that one goes. So let's get into the detail. The first person we're speaking about is definitely Omar Richards. Now Omar Richards playing his football Omar Richards, age 23, left foot, left back, as I said before, playing at Reading's Football Club. As you guys can see at the heat map, really talented, intensity, covering a lot of kilometers throughout this season. Readings are in the championship right now, looking potentially to find themselves in the playoffs, and for a young player like that at 23 years old to be playing week in, week out for this team in particular, you know that he has something special. So this season, he had 39 appearances with 36 starts and played and completed a total of 81 minutes per game, and featured in the team of the week twice. So you can see that he has something about him, and he's a future prospect that we have to look into. Let's get into his passing stats, his defensive stats, and what else he can do on the pitch. So he has no assists, but he averages 67.1 passes per 90. Also 4 big chances created so far this season in entirety, and also accurate passes, completion of 31.6 per 90 at a 79% completion. Also passing his opposition half at 15.6 at an 88% completion, which is a very good. Passing is in the opposition half, which is where, you know, as a wing, as a fullback, this is the area that he might be getting himself into. So these are passes, these are stats that are really valid. So passes in the opposition half, 16.6 per 90 at a 69%. I think that he can do a little bit better than that, but he's young, he has a lot of time. So accurate long ball 1.4 at 28%. I think he can do something with that. Accurate chip passes 1.3 at 34%. So definitely he has fairly good passes stats for his 23-year-old player playing in the championship. I do think that he can get better. He can definitely get better and progress further. Now let's move on now to the next player, which is Tyrick Mitchell, playing at Crystal Palace in the Premier League. As you guys know, he's not the complete starter, but he has got significant amount of game time this season, and he has proven himself that he's someone that can really be a good first choice player moving to the future. So let's have a deeper look in him. As you guys can see from his heat map, so Tyrick Mitchell, age 21, relatively young as well, as I said before. As you guys can see, look at his heat map, you guys can see the intensity, and these young guys, the reason why I selected these young guys is because of the intensity and how often they are played and how they give their all when they want to play. And I think that this is where the Reggae Boys or the JFF have to get themselves sorted out, where we can contact these young players as early as possible to make the move on these young players and get them and cap them as early as possible. I think it's now essential that we start doing this, because that is the only way we can move forward or try to get something done in this perspective. So this season he has played a total of 13 games, started all 13 of them as well, completed all 90 minutes in all of those games. So let's move over now to his passing stats. You know, he's a left back. We're not significantly looking for him to score goals, but if he did have goals, I will definitely include it in it. So let's move over to his passes stats. He has completed like averaging 56.4 passes per 90. Key passes are 0.2 passing. Total passing accuracy is like 23.2 at 71%. I think he can work on that. Accurate passing in his own 9.8 at 73%, which is also something that I think he can work on with. So accurate passing in the opposition half, 13.5 at 66%. Which is relatively okay, just the same, I would say. So now accurate long ball and accurate chip ball respectively. Accurate long ball at 1.7 at 33%, accurate chip passes are at 1.2 at 31%. Accurate cross is relatively low, and I think that is something that he has to work on, because as a fullback, it's your primary role to get those crosses in. So it's 0.2 at 80%. So let's move over a bit of his defensive stats. He has 3 clean sheets, 1.2 interception per 90, 3.5 tackles per game. Relatively good. That is very, very good. Means that he's someone that loves to encounter and duels. In one possession, like 0.5 times per 90 as well. 2.5 clearance per 90. Fouls, averaging 1 foul per 90, averaging being fouled 2 times per 90. Successful dribbles, 33%, not a lot. That's another area that you can definitely work on as well. Successful ground duels, 5.0 per 90 at 61%, which is relatively good. He's encountering like 5 duels per 90. Accurate aerial duels, 0.8 at 48%. I think that's also an area that he can work. He has only received 1 yellow card in 30 games, which means that he's a player that you can say have a lot of discipline, and once you can associate discipline with a defender, it means that he has something about him. So that's it for Tyrick Mitchell, playing at Crystal Palace, age 21, English bred, but definitely can represent the Jamaican Reggae Boys, and he's also one I think we should definitely make the move on. I think it's really, really important that we make the move on these players. Now let's move over now to the next player, which is Rico Henry. So Rico Henry, left back as well, age 23, playing at Brentford. As you guys know, Brentford are in the playoffs, moving there, potentially can go into the Premier League. So we have Brentford, Reading, and we have Rico Henry, Omar Richards, who are potential players to go inside of the Premier League. I do think that when these clubs go into the Premier League, they might want to get more experienced left back, or the fact that these kids are doing so well, they might stick around with them as well. So that is really something that we have to consider. So let's move over now to his heat map. As you guys can see, his heat map very, very dense, and these 3 left backs, young, versatile, a lot of tenacity and a lot of intensity, as you guys can see from the heat map, just how dark red that shade is. So let's move over. He has played a total of 30 games, started all 30 of those games, and completing 84 minutes per 90, which shows that he's a player that is ever present, always fit, always ready to go, and always up for a challenge. So he also has scored a goal, which means that he has maybe that goal scoring ratio with him as well, in which the other 2 doesn't. So, but definitely this is one of the players that actually are looking at England because they want to make that appearance for England. He wants to make that appearance for England, but let's see if we can scoop in early as possible and get in. I think that would be really, really critical. Now let's move over now to his passing stats, which I know you guys are looking for, which is very, very much essential. So he has 2 assists, which is very, very good. I would assume that those are from crosses. Definitely averages 62 touches per 90, creating four big chances. Pass completion 30.1 at a 79% accuracy, which is relatively good. Passes, accurate passing in opposition, accurate passing in his own half, 18.6 at 85%, accurate passing in opposition half, 12.0 at 64%, which means that these stats are relatively good, especially for a left back in that position. It means that he has a bit more than the other 2 persons that we have spoken about, which are Richards and also Mitchell. So let's move over now to his accurate long ball, chip ball, and crosses, which are essential, as I said, for a fullback. So accurate long balls are actually 2.0 at 39%. Accurate chip balls are actually 0.5 at 39% as well. Accurate crosses are 1.0, averaging 1.0 at 45%, which is very, very good for these young players. Now let's move over to his defensive stats, and something that we have to consider, because despite that he's a fullback, he's a wing back. He has to also can be able to defend, because that is really, really important. 9 clean sheets, interception per 90, which is 0.9. Close per 90 is 1.6, which is, I think he can do something better than that, because definitely you can see that maybe this guy is a more attacking minded type of player. Total possession was 0.1. It was dribble pass like 0.5 per 90, 1.4 clearance per 90 as well, and he also penalty conceded. He's the only one I've conceded penalty so far, but you can't kill a young player for something like that. Definitely he's a player that that is something that you can't definitely kill a young player for, because it can happen to anyone, even senior player that happened to. So Let's move on also. Successful ground duels, 5.1 at 52%, which is relatively low. That's a high ratio, but quite low. Successful aerial duels as well, 1.6 at 42%. Possession loss, 14.7 times per 90, averaging. And that's quite a lot. That's actually a lot. But thank you very much, people. Hopefully you guys learned something new. These are players that we can potentially look for and bring to play for the Reggae Boyz. Omar Richards, Tyrick Mitchell, and also Rico Henry. These players are players that we've been looking at for the longest while. Let's see if we can pull a big deal and get these players and pull these players in and cap them before England does the same, because England are definitely looking at them, and we know everyone is thinking about Max Aarons and all these type of players, but I think that we should go for these guys. These guys are young, playing consistent game week in, week out, and they're playing at a high level, playing really, really good as well. So I think that these guys are players that we can go for, the Reggae Boyz can go for and potentially get as well. Now, this would also solve our left back issue, because at this point in time we only have two left back that we can say really are fighting for the position, which is Kemar Lawrence and also Amari Bell. So let's see how we can work this one out. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Military Guna TV. Drop a like and also subscribe if you like the content. Military Guna TV, I'm out.